Remember what I said, the difference between a coon and a Negro is what? The Negro is innocent in their ignorance. The Negro don't know better. The Negro think Jesus is white. The Negro think white people are smarter. The Negro is innocent, right? The coon knows better and does it because they get something out of it. You got black folks all in the diaspora talking about we gonna get our respect from the white man, but we ain't gonna worry about Africa. It's not gonna happen that way. You cannot separate yourself from your international homeland.
I got a question.
Her respect is automatically your respect. But anyway, brothers and sisters, I got a brother right here. We out here politicking and building. So let me turn this camera around one time. Let me get a shout out from all the brothers one time. Shout out to people.
Black
we out here
power, black power.
You know what I mean? We out here politicking, South Florida's finest. And we got a brother who about to drop spoken word on you one time. Whenever you ready, King.
All right, so my name Henry. I go by the stage name Prince Henry though. And let's get it. So this piece is called Mental Awareness. 5 senses. So it goes like this. It's like common sense is defined as sound and prudent judgment based on a simple perception of the situation and facts. Sound and prudent judgment, simple perception, situation, and facts. What a simple perception I see is the men that brought our ancestors over here in chains, ideology still remains. Because instead of using the whip, they now abuse our brains. Think about it. Instead of physical brutality, they decided to let us free, but not without us paying a fee, losing our identity, then called a secret assembly to discuss the ways of controlling us mentally. See, they knowing you control the body, but not the mind. See, over time, they've hired scientists to find ways to dig into that precious gold mine without even cutting the surgical line. All keeping you senseless while leaning on them for dependence. Never knowing how to be independent. Stuck deep into these ghetto trenches, completely ignorant about the plan between the government and politicians. See, they're using the media, singers, and actors as the main factors to influence our reactors. But we ready like linebackers, so take out your protractors so we can make some sense of this matter. Because the facts are what we're after. And the fact is, they take control through the 5 senses. Number 1, taste. See, the food that you intake will not only change your shape, but can psychologically rape you of what is really at stake. And that's being proud you're the original race, so your tongues only receive the original taste. Not this garbage left over after what they take that's being sold in all the Walmarts across the states. And I ask that you please excuse my hectic pace, because these breaths I cannot waste. Because number 2 is smell. And what I smell is what I breathe. So in order to make more money, they build power plants to pollute the water and destroy the trees. So in all reality, they're killing you and me. Number 3, sight. See, I see a majority of our women acting a fool on TV as if they had no parenting, get a drunk at a party, dressing provocatively, all because they have low self-esteem. See, no matter who, what you see is what you do. This goes for the men, women, young, old, teenage, and the youth. Now ask that when you watching TV, find out who's not in view, because that person is sent with the stage and the actors for you. Number 4, hearing. I hear a majority of our men promote the drug life industry in versus lyric, and that same rapper shout, "Go vote for the president," because it's better for publicity. So that's telling me he won't think twice about putting a price on your life for an extra 20 G's. So I say starting the day, actually hear what they say before you turn on the radio or press play. And number 5, touch. Something we must have, no matter good nor bad. Nah, not the human touch, I'm talking iPhone, iTouch, iPad. All to keep up with the new and latest fad, because there's nothing more important than that Gucci belt with the matching bags. Now for the judgment. I'm not saying don't look at, taste, touch, hear, or try. I'm just saying know who, what, when, where, and why when you out living your everyday lives. Because most of the time when you gain common sense through the 5 senses, you'll figure out if there's a plan between you and I. Prince.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You trying to follow that up or what?
I'll go ahead.
What you got, King? What you got?
Nate Charles Jr., no title to this one. I'ma just say I could talk about chips and how she bouncing the tits, but see, most times I be thinking about the slave ships, how they held us captive, whipping our ancestors. Try it now, bet you get this black can backwards, master. They got me thinking about it. I read that Willie Lynch letter and I'm heated about it. Like how you study my culture and pass it to them masters. Like this how to train a black coon rebellion who got used to the whippers and ain't phased by hangers. You ever stop to think why we won't listen? Some bacon cotton picking cause our skin different. Fingers bleeding, nearly fainting, and you still hit them. Make his whole family watch and they can't defend them. Leaving bleeding, barely breathing, then you call him a nigga. Trying to repress how they had our spouse in the room undressed. Send her back out, beat down, looking a mess. Then she spawned a baby boy, a lighter complex. Son, It's so complex, son. Fully aware of the danger, still yet we run. Cause the way it's run, won't take it. Nat said, no more cotton, I'm through baking. Body is time, but my mind, they can't break it. Breaking all the rules that they made for me. Learned to read and comprehend, we're not dummies. Try to take a nigga's soul, they can't have it. I can pick this afro out, and they can't match it. I'm Charles Jr.
Who else got some spit in it today? Anybody else?
Anybody else? Let's turn into a real cypher,
Yes, sir. Good work, good work. One love, one love.
Hi everybody, it's your girl Tonika. I just came out with an album called Frequency, F-R-E-E, Queen, Q-U-E-E-N-C-Y. It's about liberation, my own personal liberation, and I hope to inspire other women, especially black women, to really just be in your power. And right now I'm just gonna sing a little chorus of Queen. You can download that on all platforms. Queen, 101 on that freeway. Me, move aside, this is my lane. Pedal to the gas, I ain't looking back, no. It went like a flash, everything I worked for it. Pressure and pain, I gain royalty. The Mecca in me cannot be defeated. Growing up all my life, I felt so underrated. I knew it would take some time, took patience, now I made it. Queen, 101 on that freeway. We move aside, this is my lane.
Who else got some talent? Who else got some talent?
Let me take
Do another one?
So look, the essence of the song is I'm queen, okay? This is my lane. I'm in my power. Nobody could tell me. Nobody can hold me back. Nobody could tell me that I cannot do anything, okay? Let it be known. Be in your power. They get mad because you call yourself queen. Let them know what time it is. Royalty all day. 101 on that freeway is me driving to work every day as a slave, okay, in LA. 101 freeway, but now the freeway is within me. It's a path. It's a path to your own righteousness. Queen, move aside, this is my lane. That's what you gotta tell them, okay? Let it be known.
All right, anybody else want to spit?
Let me jump in.
Who? Go ahead. Come on, Shaw DC. Oh, okay.
Let me jump in with her.
Go ahead. Pull that mask down.
This True Jew, TRUJEW, one True Jew on IG. I ain't got no warrants and no, you know what I'm saying? So Jesse True Jew Allen, that's JESSETRUJEWALLEN, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking to network and politics. I ain't with all really the cameras and whatnot, but since I go ahead and say some real stuff for the ears and for the hearts and spirits. Those who have ears, let them hear, and eyes, let them see. The way, the truth, the life. You see, this here is meant to be. Time will remain, we gotta understand that this here is written. Throughout the hard times, we must maintain. You see, we born learning a lie, believing a lie, let's face it. This life's like we stuck in the matrix. When you don't know why your life's been made a lie, it's frustrating to the point you wanna break down and cry. So tell me, how do I know if I eat a pumpkin pie, it tastes like pumpkin pie? Why? Because they told me so. What if I told you that it tastes like nothing? What would you say then? I'm crazy? Well, in school, the teachers say that we evolved from apes. Now, that's a bunch of bullshit, and I tell them to their face. They also say the Big Bang is how the stars and the planets form, but above all, that's how the lives we live was formed. Now, Bush, Trump, Obama, reason for dropping them bombs was to take over the oil and kill all of them, but they say they're going to get weapons of mass destruction, so tell me, what are weapons that made them cause destruction? So many lies, even the churches are full of corruption. You got false prophets at the altar leading Judah astray. It must be in order for the end to come. That's why I pray, ask for understanding, knowledge, and wisdom. Father, forgive them. Those who have ears, let them hear, and eyes, let them see. The way, the truth, the life. You see, this here is meant to be. Time will remain, eternity. We got to understand that it's written. Throughout the hard times, we must maintain. Thank you.
That's right.
Yo, big up the lady on the store. Watch that. Come on.
It's actually a rap, but I just broke it down in poetry format.
It's all rap. It's broken down poetry. It's all good.
I want you to hear the word.
One love.
They be speaking of the most random stuff, bro.
My life book though. Fuck life.
Got him.